Okay, welcome back everybody. What I wanted to talk about today was elemental teams. Now, going forward, I think you should probably consider maybe building two elemental teams. Now, what I say about that is there's 8 elements altogether, but I'm not going to talk about the dark and the holy elements. I'm just going to include them, throw them in somewhere where I need them, when I need them, how I need them. So what I'm going to say is, because lightning beats water and water beats fire, I'm going to group it into 2 segments. So there's going to be 3 elements, if I could do that right, 3 elements per team. So I can wish the camera would pick it up right, but 3 elements per team. This camera is strange. It's like fish-eyed or something, but 3 elements per team. So what I'm going to do here is my top element, my main element, is going to be thunder or lightning, whichever one you want to call it. So as you see with my roster here, let's go ahead and how do I change this again? Hold the Y button down and press right. All right, so I'm going to go to my numbers here. So for this team, number 1 is going to be Canopus, just because he's not any he's not any basic element. He's a holy element now that I changed him to. So you have this option to do this as well. And which kind of, like, for me, as far as his teams is concerned, I can put him on any team I want because he's not affiliated with a hierarchy as far as that is concerned. So I'm going to put him with my lightning team. And my lightning team is going to consist of Denim, Jake Pliskin, Marthia, who's water, Jack, lightning, Louisa, water, and fire, Linevive, and Donna is water, and also Donatello, if I get that many on my roster. And Cashua, once she finally joins, if she joins, I don't know. I haven't played long enough to know that. And my secondary team I'm building right here is going to be started up with air to ice, and then earth underneath that. And then these are just guests. So as you see with this top part is my first team, and the second part I'm going to slowly build as my second team. So my top part is mostly going to be lightning, and then if I can, I'll probably put some waters in there, and if I don't have a choice, or I just think it's kind of interesting, I'll throw a fire in there. So it'll be lightning, water, fire. So when I'm going to go and fight something that I can beat, I probably want to fight a team of air, ice, and earth with this top team. So I want to kind of have the advantage here, you know? So if I look at the team, you scout the battlefield and you see that they're mostly going to be, well, what beats lightning, right? Earth, right? So if they're earth, they're mostly earth, I don't want to use this team because I don't want to be weak to them, right? But if they're air, you know, or kind of like maybe fire, air, and, you know, that sort of thing, then this team could beat that because, you know, we've got water beats the fire, or if they have mostly a water team, then I can bring them because I have mostly electric, so my electric will beat their water, and stuff like that. So it's really about building 2 different teams, and I'm going to build, like, here's my frontliner, a deep attacker, frontliner, ranged, healer, and another healer. So, I mean, I've got my bases kind of covered with that. If I want to throw in a monster, I can probably once we get some more characters to be able to use in the future, but that's essentially what I'm trying to say. You're trying to beat out another element, try to stack your elements. Now, perfectly speaking, the best way I could do this, perfectly speaking, would be to have, I'll leave him as a holy just because I think it's interesting to have some other elements. I might even have a dark for this team down here. So I got a holy and a dark. But what I probably want to do in the future, once I get all the extra little elemental change things, is I'll probably make everybody electric. And so that if I go up against a team that's all water, I'll be like, I'm not using my electric team. What was it? Or no, sorry. If I go up against a team that's all earth, then I don't want to use my electric team. Then I want to use this team down here because it'd be more compatible and probably beat it because I'd have mostly air. So for the most part of what I'm trying to say is I want to have a team that's mostly electric up here and mostly air down here. Now you can do it any way you want, but what I'm looking at is there's 3 elements per you know, cycle, and there's 6 elements altogether as far as all the basic ones are concerned. So I'm just trying to focus on getting the best elemental team to fight against their team so that I have the advantage. You can have the advantage too this way. So let me know what you think down below. If I need to clear this up a little bit and maybe show you in a battle or something, I'd like to hear from you. But I hope this kind of explained it as far as looking at it. I mean, you can just pretty much look right from the top here, and you know, everything at the top. This is going to be my team 1, you know, electric bolt team, which is going to be strong to everything else there. And then this team 2 is going to be my air team that I'm going to make use for air. And I'm going to probably throw in a mix of maybe holy and dark elements in each team, just to have a little fun with some variety, you know, maybe something like that. And then you probably put in some monsters in there. But if you're going to do something and you really want a fire dragon, and you're going to play it kind of like I'm playing, I would put the fire dragon up on team 1, because that team is a little more attuned to the fire because it's along that list that I'm showing you. And if you're confused about it, just look in the battlefield, look at the majority of the monsters you have to fight, and if they're mostly earth, then I would go with my team 2. But if they're mostly, let's say they're mostly like fire, then I want to go with team 1, because my water's going to beat them, my electricity is on the higher up value anyways. You know, we're not really beating them, but we're not losing to them either. Pretty much puts the elements in your favor as far as how you can play the game. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it in comments down below. You know, if you like the video, you know, do something, press one of those like buttons down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew, pew.